Hey guys, doing a fitting for the rear seats of a 2022 model Ford Ranger, or the next gen Ranger as a lot of people might know it. We're doing the one with the armrest in it today. However, we have done our research and both the armrest and without the armrest are the exact same fitment, so you'll be completely fine if you don't have the armrest. We do have one today, but you can just skip that part and we can just go ahead with that right now. So first we will start off by getting the headrests off. One thing to keep in mind is you have your normal push tab on the headrest, but with the newer cars these days, like this one, they've got a little push thing on the other side as well. You might need to use something like a key or something hard to push that side in. I'll put up a picture of what I mean, but you just have to push them both at the same time whilst lifting the headrest. It might be a little bit difficult sometimes, but there is ways around it. And once you get them off, that's completely easy. So we'll do that first. So like I said, there's the normal push tab, which I'll put up a picture now. And then there's also the push tab that you have to use something harder if you can't use your own finger on the opposite side, which I'll put up a picture now. Alright, so once you've got those two pushed in, you should be able to just lift the headrest out. You might have to pull the backrest forward because otherwise it might hit the roof. So to do that, there's a tab on the left side of the, if you're facing the back, it's on the left side of the back seat. It's right at the top. I'll put up a picture. And then, so all you got to do is pull that up and that'll come straight forward. And then you can get your headrests out. I've already pushed all the tabs and everything in, so I just need to pull these all out. So we've done that. You can put that back for now. Sometimes it doesn't click, so you have to give it a bit of a shunt. So we'll put those headrests to the side because that'll probably be the last thing that we'll do. So first off, we're going to do the base of the seat. To do the base, quite simple. All you got to do is there's another tab like we have up here. There's another one down in the center of the base at the bottom. All you got to do is pull that and that'll lift the entire bottom of the bench up. So you just need to be able to have access to this completely to be able to put the base on. So we'll start putting that on now. Okay, so once you've unfolded your base, my advice is to lay it on the seat as you were about to fit it. So just so you get all these corners out, wrap it around, just a light fitment, just so you can see the shape of the whole thing. Once you've done that, pull these flaps forward so they're not in your way. The main thing that we need to do is get these flaps in between that gap between the backrest and the base. So like I said before, you pull that bottom tab and you lift that up. Now all you got to do is you got to push all these flaps towards the back. Now keep in mind, you will feel a metal bar behind once you put your fingers in there. You want to keep to as close to this side of the base as possible, as close to the back of this part. So do that with all the flaps. You also want to go underneath the ISOFIX points. If you don't know where they are, if you lift up the base and push the seat down a little bit on the corner, you'll see the little metal loops. Those are what the ISOFIX points are. So make sure you go underneath them so that you still have access to them for things like baby seats and things like that. So push them in, make sure they are on this side, not covering them. So do that to all the flaps. Right, so we've got that. So then you want to lift the base up and you want to try to keep it as straight as possible. And you'll see all these Velcro tabs. So pull that nice and straight. Make sure you keep those lines nice and just connect all of them onto the carpet underneath. And just feel around, there might be some that are folded underneath. So just make sure you feel around to see where they're hiding. So try to pull it nice and tight so it's nice and straight. And connect all them first. Next, those flaps that you put down the back, they should be down here. So you want to pull them nice and tight and you want to push them against that part of the bottom. Same with this, pull it and attach it. Last one, pull it and attach it. And then you should be able to just drop the seat down. Another thing is the buckles, you want to keep them out. So make sure that you pull them all out after you've done, so you still have access to them. And then you can adjust the seat a little bit better to be able to fit it. So once you've done that, you want to get your armrest cover. To find out what that is, you'll see on the tag, it'll say FR227AR. That is specifying for armrest. And it'll look something like that, and it will have the logo on it. The base and the back, you'll see the difference. The base is only covering the top half and down the sides, whereas the backrest covers the whole segment of it. So it slips over. So get your armrest. To get the armrest out, if you don't know already, you pull that tab up and that'll unlock it. Next, unfold it all, make sure all the crease lines are out, and you want to slip that on as best you can. It might be a little tight, so you might have to work it a little. What I like to do is I like to stand it up a bit, grab the front and the back flap, and just pull it a bit. Making sure that you still have access to that pull loop, because if you put it in and then you don't have access, it's going to be really hard to get it back out. So make sure you have that access, nice and tight. Now this bottom flap needs to go in between this gap and back up here. So make sure you push that through. Another easy way is to use your hand and keep pushing up and down until you can get the grip of it. Then you should be able to just pull it up. Pull that nice and tight, lift this flap up and connect the Velcro. That's simple. And then that's that done. Simple. Now we got the backrest. So again, pull that tab up so you have access to it. Once you've gotten your backrest out, what you want to do is you want to open it up and you'll see two sides. One side will be flat and one side will have the cutout for the armrest. That is the side that you want to go forwards. So pull that backrest back. You want to go underneath the seat belt. So what I would suggest is do that first. So pull that seat belt out and put this through it. Then you want to get the back of it over the top. So make sure you unfold it all. The Velcro will continue to stick until you get it to the bottom. So try to lift that up as best as possible and keep all those sides out. And pull that down. Pull the center down, all these flaps, so it's nice and straight. And a good way to see if it's central is the headrest holes should be lined up with all the eyelets, and make sure you push the seat cover eyelets underneath those headrest holes. It just makes it a little easier for access. Again, like we did with the armrest pull tab, you want to grab this pull tab from the bottom in between that gap so you still have access to that. Now what you want to do is, for now, I would suggest pull that as tight as possible and stick the Velcro down, just so it doesn't move. Then don't click it all the way back. You want to grab these flaps and you want to push them in that gap, as well as the little side ones. They all go underneath. Make sure you don't get the seat belt buckles caught in there either. So once you've done that, you'll want to lay the seat down. You can put some weight on it, and you want to pull those flaps that you just pushed through. You want to lift them all the way up, put them down and connect the Velcro. Same with the little side ones. Don't forget about them. A lot of people forget about those. Done. So now You're gonna lift that back up. And then you just want to straighten it out, make it so it's all nice and fitted properly. Now all we got left is the headrests. So you should have 3 headrest covers. They will all have the tags in them that will describe what they are. 2 will have nothing other than the code that they are, but then there'll be one that'll be different to the other 2, and that'll say CTR. Just in case you don't understand, that means center. So that will be this little one. So we'll put that one on first. So always make sure that the tag is facing forward. So slip that on. Slip that on. Make sure it's all nice and straight and keep those flaps out, because you don't want them to get caught. Make sure it's all nice and central. You'll see like that. Put it like that. So that's the front, that's the back. So you pull that flap down, and these side ones will just go straight onto that Velcro. And that's that done. So you can put that in. Once you press that button, it should go all the way down. And you can adjust it to whatever height you want. With the other ones, you'll see that there'll be a long Velcro strap, a short one, and a fat one. So again, the tag goes facing towards the front. So try put that on in that gap at the bottom, and then you want to try roll it onto the thicker piece until you get to the point where it's wrapped around. Once you've done that, it should be something like that. So all the Velcro tabs are out still, but that's how it should look. So next is, you want to put the long Velcro strap behind the bars. You want to put some tension on it and connect that middle one, and then the little short one to keep the strength on it. And then just repeat that with the next one. All right, and that's the last headrest. So again, put it in the hole, press that tab, and that'll be locked. Then give it a little bit of a shunt. It's all locked now, and that's it. That's as simple as it can be. I hope this video made sense, and I hope it answers any questions or just gives you a view on how we do it. If you do have any more, feel free to call, message, or email us, and we'll get back to you and figure out some sort of solution. So have a great day, stay safe, stay protected, and have fun.